Okie dokie. Let's set that up just like that. Hello, my name is Lance. See if this is working. Yes, it is. It's been a long time since I've made a video. Long time. It used to be so much easier because I had a computer that had a port for a South Dakota card, but this stinking Dell I've got doesn't have the port, so I had to go back to Wally World where I got this new camera and get one of these devices. Put the South Dakota card in there, and it goes into the USB port, and then I can get my videos uploaded onto my computer. Now, I wanted to talk about a couple of things, actually, just one thing. This is for the ladies out there, for the girls. Feminism has sold you a bill of goods that is outright wrong. Oh, another thing. Here's my dog. Come on up. Come on. Yes. And he's just a lovey boy, and he thinks I'm ignoring him right now, but I'm not. What? You've got to get down, little fella. You've got to get down. Come here. Well, he's a pit bull, so he's very, Come on, get down now. Get down. It's very lovey. Pit bulls are lovey. I buy these books at rummage sales. I just love them. They're reference books. And this one is especially good because it's got Africa. It was made in 1919, so I've got this 1919 map of Africa. It's got German Southwest Africa and German East Africa, and we've got the Belgian Congo here. France has got a holding right here. Yeah, well, it's just interesting as all get out. Now, what I was talking about is the feminism has sold you a bad, a wrong information. It has said that women weren't allowed to go to school or weren't allowed to have educations, weren't allowed to have jobs. And I was looking through this, and it's got, as I said, I'm in the A's here. Oh, boy, what? Come here then. Come here. Hello. Who's your booby? Huh? Yes. Relax now. Get out of the way. I haven't forgotten about you. Jane Addams. Well, we've got William Adams and Joseph Addison, but I found Jane Addams here. Now remember, this is written in 1919, so Jane Addams is still alive. It's got 1860 to blank. Jane Addams, an American social settlement worker born at Cedarville, Illinois. She graduated at Rockford College in 1881. How could that be? Women weren't allowed to go to college? That's just crazy talk. Later studying at Philadelphia, the University of Wisconsin, Smith College, and Yale have awarded her degrees. In 1889, Miss Addams with Miss Ellen G. Starr established at Chicago Hull House, which under her efficient leadership has become the foremost social settlement in the United States. She possesses fine executive ability and practical common sense and is always animated in her work by a rare spirit of unselfishness and sympathy. Miss Addams was for 3 years inspector of streets and alleys in the neighborhood of Hull House, and in 1909 was president of the National Conference of Charities and Correction. How can that be? That sounds like a great job title, but as we know, women weren't allowed to have jobs back then. That's crazy talk. Oh, where were we? In 1912, she was actively connected with the organization of the Progressive Party and made one of the speeches seconding the nomination of Theodore Roosevelt. In 1915, Miss Addams was elected president of the International Peace Congress, which met at The Hague. She is a lecturer and author of note and has published, among other writings, Democracy and Social Ethics, The Spirit of Youth and the City Streets, and 20 Years at Hull House. See social settlements. Here's the thing. Not everyone was allowed to go to college back then. Only people who could afford to go. And a lot of people back in 1919 were very poor. Actually, back in the 1880s were very, very poor. Only people who could afford to go to college. And Miss Addams' family could afford to send her to college, so they sent her. I'm sure Miss Ellen G. Starr came from a rich family as well. It wasn't so much that they were prohibited from going to college. A lot of people were prohibited by their social standings. My dog is just crazy now. Just relax, puppy. You were really fine before. Now what's up? He's being really butt-headed. So that's basically what I'm trying to tell you. Feminism, second and third wave feminists are trying to make you think that women weren't allowed these things. It's not women weren't allowed. Poor people weren't allowed. Poor men couldn't go to college either. Poor men couldn't have certain jobs. Women had jobs. They went to school if they could afford to do so, and a lot of people couldn't. A lot of people, men, women, children. Well, actually, children had a lot of jobs back then too, because there was no real safety net for them. 9-year-old kids were working in factories, and you can look that up in these books. Here, I've got about half a dozen, but I've got 3 of them right here. This is A to Candle, Candy to Erie, and Indians to Monmouth. Yes, buddy, yes! I don't know anything about editing, so this is going to be in the video. This is my dog, Tovar. And he's a good little baby, isn't he, huh? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Now get down, relax, huh? Well, that's about it, young ladies. As I said, this is a message for the ladies out there. I hope you, this is my first video venture in many, well, not many years, about a half a dozen years. And I hope to make more. But I said, this is the first, so we're going to end it right here. And I'll make more as I get more time. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.